As I was saying, Spider-Man 4 and CEOs being so oblivious to their companies. Uh, we got some updates to Spider-Man 4, but I want to bring up this article that came about from the LA Times where the CEO of Sony kind of is, talking about why the spin-off movies flopped and his reasoning for it. And again, I don't. That's not the reason. So for one, he started off talking about with Kraven the Hunter, right? And he says here, I still don't understand because this film is not a bad film. He is befuddled about Kraven being one of their lowest growing, one of their lowest box office draws that he's ever had since 2017 when he became CEO. And he goes further with Madam Web saying, Madam Web's underperformed in the theaters because the press just crucified it. It was not a bad film. That's again where he's blaming critics, people that just decided to attack the movie. But if these movies were peak, trust me, we would be screaming to the high heavens how awesome and how great they were. You cannot blame people who were to review movies being honest about the reviews. Now, I know there's people who enjoy Madam Web, and there's tons of people who like Kraven. I got those comments where they're like, you're being too harsh on the film. It's not that bad. Same with like Venom 3. But I mean, are they just not that self-aware? Can they just not admit like we just fumbled the ball here, guys. Yeah, this was not what y'all wanted. This was not good. Gonna take a step back and refigure out why. To lie and say the movies were good. It was just those dang critics making bad reviews. They really screwed us. Lets me know you haven't learned your lesson and you're not gonna try and do anything different when it comes time to redo things because we have here him saying, Sony Pictures CEO says they are rethinking about the future of the Spider-Man films. If we put another one out, it's going to get destroyed, no matter how good or bad it is. I bet you if it's good, it won't get destroyed, but it wouldn't open as big. So he knows it's like, again, kind of confirming again that they're willing to reboot this and that we're taking a pause on these spin-off movies for the next 3 years while they focus on Beyond, Spider-Man 4, and whatever else they got, the Spider-Man Noir TV series. So we're not getting any of these spin-offs for a while, but it is so weird to hear the CEO think that's why. Like, these movies were good. It's just these people making bad reviews for no reason. Why'd they pick on us, man? Buddy, come on, man. Come on. Be a little serious with it. He must see, like, the Venom movies get so much success and goes, why isn't that happening to Madam Web? What's going on here? Something's fishy. Like, it's just funny, man. Because, I mean, Venom movies get trashed, I think, just as much as the other films, and Venom made a lot of money. But that's because Venom's a popular, very close in relation Spider-Man character. It's almost like a live-action Transformers movie. They're gonna make money because it's live-action robots punching, buddy. People want to see that, But not if it's animated, apparently. Anyways, moving on now. With that, we did have some updates with Spider-Man 4 where things are looking a bit rough. So we had Daniel RPK, again, another reliable source, kind of give us an update on what's happening with Spider-Man 4. And here's kind of to sum up what, actually, you know what? I have the actual post because RPK, I follow your Patreon. So here's exactly what he said. So this was just yesterday. He said, it seemed like Spider-Man 4 is still a long way from starting production. According to reliable sources, the script is facing some problems, and there isn't a finalized shooting draft yet. With sky-high expectations following the success of No Way Home, Feige and Sony felt the pressure to step up their game and deliver something even better. I hear the writing team is hard at work reworking the plot to address these issues and improve the story. Right now, the plan is to shoot in August, so there's still time. However, there could still delay the film scheduling. Only time will tell. So, and we kind of known this. I don't know if you guys remember whenever Tom Holland, he had an interview. It was like a big interview that we saw where, let's see, is it interview? I don't know. Just to give you an idea of when it was. But he was being interviewed and talking about Spider-Man 4. And he said in that interview, it's like, we have an idea of a script. We got something going on, but it needs work. So even Tom Holland confirmed just a few months ago, I'm trying to find it, but I can't seem to find it. But it was a big podcast and whatnot. And he was talking about the script and how, like, we have an idea. We're happy with it, but the script needs work. And now it looks like, again, back to the drawing board. They are just not agreeing. Sony and Kevin Feige, they're having this talk back where I don't know if it's the same situation of street level, multiverse, street level. I feel like multiverse has won the battle because we're getting this movie in between Doomsday and Secret Wars. So it has to be a multiverse story. But what kind of multiverse story? And yeah, sky high expectations. How do you go from No Way Home, almost a $2 billion movie, to now something else? What do you do in that situation? And I wonder also if any of the rework is because Noel, maybe they were banking on people to love Venom 3, and Noel was going to be, the big bad who returns, and Venom would somehow be involved. After Venom 3 maybe not doing so hot or people just being lukewarm on the movie, Sony got cold feet and we're like, okay, let's not do Noel. We're not going to do that anymore. Because I do think that's the last time we're seeing Noel. With them pausing the spin-off universe, Noel ain't no here. Noel ain't no here. But it makes you wonder, right? It's like, where is this headed? What's going to happen? I'm still hopeful that the movie will be good. I like Daniel Destin Cretton, the director, right? He did Shang-Chi. He's going on here, so we're going to have a new flavor, a new feel. I feel like the action sequences and the swinging scenes could get some improvement. But the story, man, what is this story going to be? Let me just see if any of you guys says here. Maybe they can just leave Spider-Man 4 after Secret Wars and make a Spider-Man movie. We keep seeing reports that Toby and Andrew are seriously being considered and whatnot. And it's not that I'm against it. I just don't know how they fit into this story. I feel like they just are better saved for Secret Wars or Doomsday. And in fact, we just had Daniel RPK also mention not that long ago that Daredevil is looking to play a small role in Avengers Doomsday. If he actually does end up being in Doomsday, which remember, we're getting this movie first. In fact, Doomsday will probably be the clearest movie to give us an idea of where they're headed with Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is likely part of this movie, and now Daredevil will have a small role. Maybe that's them gearing him up to be part of Spider-Man 4. I would love that. I still would rather have Daredevil be the guy. I don't like the rumors of Mephisto and Ghost Rider somehow being part of Spider-Man 4. I'm just like, that's too out there. I'd rather have the Daredevil storyline, but I don't know, man. I just we'll see how it goes. So right now, they're going back to the drawing board. I hope this doesn't become a Batman Part 2 situation where we get a report sometime this year saying Spider-Man 4 has been delayed to 2027. Because that would just suck. That would definitely suck. But, making these spin-off movies gave Sony the leeway to where they don't have to rush it and they can take their time. That is one of the benefits of those movies, is it gave Sony this little window where they can keep making these little adjustments and actually focus on this movie instead of just crapping out something. So we'll see, man. But Spider-Man 4, there's having some issues. You guys let me know what you think